Can you say a little more across multiple files, Div?
Yeah, I mean, so GitHub tries to solve this, right? With code review. When you're doing code review, you're reviewing multiple diffs across multiple files. But like Arvid said earlier, I think you can do much better than code review. Code review kind of sucks. Like you spend a lot of time trying to grok this code that's often quite unfamiliar to you, and it often like doesn't even actually catch that many bugs. And I think you can significantly improve that review experience using language models. For example, using the kinds of tricks that Arvid had described of maybe pointing you towards the regions that actually matter. I think also if the code is produced by these language models and it's not produced by someone else, like the code review experience is designed for both the reviewer and the person that produced the code. In the case where the person that produced the code is a language model, you don't have to care that much about their experience. And you can design the entire thing around the reviewer such that the reviewer's job is as fun, as easy, as productive as possible. And I think that feels like the issue with just kind of naively trying to make these things look like code review. I think you can be a lot more creative and push the boundary on what's possible.
And just one idea there is, I think ordering matters. Generally, when you review a PR, you have this list of files and you're reviewing them from top to bottom. But actually, like you actually want to understand this part first because that came like logically first, and then you want to understand the next part. And you don't want to have to figure out that yourself. You want a model to guide you through the thing.
And is the step of creation going to be more and more natural language? Is the goal versus with actual writing?
I think sometimes. I don't think it's going to be the case that all of programming will be natural language. And the reason for that is, if I'm pair programming with Sualeh, and Sualeh is at the computer and the keyboard, and sometimes if I'm like driving, I want to say to Sualeh, hey, like implement this function, and that works. And then sometimes it's just so annoying to explain to Sualeh what I want him to do. And so I actually take over the keyboard and I show him, I write like part of the example, and then it makes sense. And that's the easiest way to communicate. And so I think that's also the case for AI. Like sometimes the easiest way to communicate with the AI will be to show an example and then it goes and does the thing everywhere else. Or sometimes if you're making a website, for example, the easiest way to show to the AI what you want is not to tell it what to do, but drag things around or draw things. And like maybe eventually we will get to like brain machine interfaces or whatever, and it can like understand what you're thinking. And so I think natural language will have a place. I think it will definitely not be the way most people program most of the time.